Alright, this will be like the third or fourth time I've like tried to record this movie. So just thanks for being patient with me. I'll turn everything off in here. Lights, all that stuff. So like, you know, thanks for hanging in there with me. Just give me a second. Just getting the movie ready and stuff. Let these fans off. There we go. The fan was being held up by vacuum force. That's great. That's great. Okay, and what are we gonna do here? And we gotta do this here. And the perspective on the audio is not gonna be the greatest, but it'll be the movie. Check it out. Yeah. Let me zoom in. Here we go. Zoom happening there. Okay. Get that zoom. Focus. Yeah, we have to focus. Get any focus here? Yeah, you get zoom. No focus though. So it's just how I planned it. Yeah. It's just how I planned. Zooming and focusing and focus on zooming and zooming down. There you go. That's how I do that. Just about. Alright, we almost got this in my bag here, guys. Hey. Let's see here. I can do this here. It's funny because I was trying to record the movie like a lot. Hey, cool! I get the first frame. No one told me that I didn't get the rest of the movie. I was like that, like, gosh, dude. And then I did another take of it. Like, hey, cool. Where's the movie? Okay. Well, and so let me just try something here. Let's go ahead and give me a second here. Give me a second. Prime Video. Prime Video. There you go. Amazon doesn't let me record my own movie. What the heck, guys? You let me record basketball and all this stuff. Okay. Give me my movies, please. Back. Give me the movies. Onto my Tether movie. That's good. Getting warmer. I purchased it. Why can't I record it? I can record Titanic on VHS, but I can't record. Okay, hold on. Yeah, your yellow chocolate, little San Francisco action treat. You know. Tell you what, man. Ozzy Osbourne, thank you for your service, Ozzy. We appreciate it. You're the best. Oh, okay, that's. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere now. Here we go. Right, here we go. Ooh, just get ready for that theater experience, guys. That $10,000 movie theater experience. Ready to do this here. Case Logic. There we go. Get the Case Logic under there. Ooh. Here we go. Neologic Film Logic case, you know. Copyright Neologic Films. No, not under the dome. I'm trying to go above the dome here, Steve. Write the new one. Let's go, Steve. Write the new one. We need to see the new one. Above the dome. Let's go. Above the dome, Steve. Okay, I've got to zoom out now. Oh, that's what we'll do. Here we go. First 4 minutes. Tech support. Tech support! And we're getting somewhere now. Oh, yeah. All right. I like it. I like it, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some secret mana right here. Secret mana. Balance this out. Hold on. We can do this. We can do this. Oh, yeah. So we put a little block under here. Secret mana block. There we go. We're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. You know, I'm gonna have to use these Mortal Kombat and this other secret mana and Final Fantasy. This Gator die. That's what we'll have to do is just build a little bridge. Yeah, that'll be good. Drop all these things here. Sure they drop and fall off there. Well, that's how I made the movie. Give me a second. Hey man, life after brain surgery is not good. It's great. It is super great. Look at all this help, man. So that's who made the movie. Just let you know, a little bit of light on the situation. Scan the code on the left, find out all about Jeremy, and subscribe. Scan the code on the right, you might find the website's down, or hey, it's up, and thanks for checking it out. Let's do some hemming and mending and space elevator, or we can just do some skate or die, or some office space if you want. Some Japan, some water bottles and gaming and 4K and all this cool stuff. And I personally like all that stuff there myself. Les Paul, Saved by the Bell, books rather. Yeah, holy guacamole. All right, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Just give me a second here. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 3 steps. Get 3 seconds. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Ooh, there we go. Do a little bridge like this. Okay. Okay. Come on. Turn it. Turn it. Work it. Alright, there we go. We gotta build the Mortal Kombat bridge here. That's right, baby. We have got this dang in the bag. Almost. I'm still up. Just gotta get it balanced. Come on, man. Work with me here. Work with me, Scorpion. Work with me. You work with Johnny Cage. Come on. Let's go, Scorpion. Let's go. All right, here we go. All right, let's turn the lights down. And just ready to start this movie experience. What do you think? Cool? Pretty cool? Right? Yeah. We're not getting corporate sponsorship here, so let's do that. Okay. Just screw it in a little bit. There you go. There you go. That's good. And it's going to be kind of a weird setup here, but let's just darken it up. Yeah, there we go. All right. And let's watch the movie for the 4th time in a row. See?
Added member, and he's going to be helping us out with the modeling and general computer science that we're working on. I'm it up with the devil.
I don't even know if that is. That's funny.
At the bottom of the crucifix, well, I climbed to the top of it. I could see all of a crazy existence. Just gonna do one side? Yes. You go first. Confirm? You always go first. All right. Done? That's right. Done.
This film has been formatted to fit your screen. Just kidding. Yeah, it's good now. Turn it a good bit. Ah! Take that, George Lucas.
to solve some fundamental problems in what could be the transportation method of the future, NASA wants to inspire two areas in this competition. One, machines that can climb a thin ribbon way, way up and not carry their own power with them. The power has to come from the ground.
Well, the other half of this project, aside from the climber behind me, is the Tether challenge, the Tether strength challenge. And what that is, what we're trying to do is develop a 2-gram, 2-meter long tether, which would basically replace this ribbon once we would actually put it into space.
In the NASA Tether Challenge, material engineering teams pit their high-strength materials against one another, while also attempting to best the house standard. In the NASA Power Beaming Challenge, engineering teams combine their expertise to build high-climbing robotic machines that go up a tall ribbon. That poses an obstacle both teams are trying to address. To bring the right minds together to advance in the historic race to space, a new frontier of possibilities and resources from which the whole world will benefit. The idea for the space elevator was conceived in the year 1895 by Russian scientist Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, who had been inspired by the recent completion of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Science fiction books were written based on this idea, to dream of easily traveling to outer space. In 2006, a team of materials and technologists from Sacramento, California, joined together in the Tether Challenge competition, stewarded by Spaceward. This organization is known as Team Aster Aranier. Led by founder Michael Remington, their mission is to create a new, more efficient method of travel.
Just gonna do one side.
Yes, you go first.
Confirm?
You always go first. Done?
Right.
Done.
Alright. Okay.
On my day job, I actually build rockets.
Alright. Kurt, could you help me clear the way through here?
Kurt Firestein, he's really been helpful with testing. He's got a pretty wide background in testing and lots of years of experience.
Alright, so 25. Well, Michael started working for Aerojet, I think about 2.5 years ago, and he was one of my customers. He still is one of my customers, and as far as my day-to-day work goes. Oh, there's the little missus. She probably needs help bringing in the beer. Thanks, Brian. Doggone, this has got to start boiling any minute now.
Stay.
Battle of the Rifles from Titanic.
She's at the bottom of the crucifix.
Yeah. It's an illustrator.
Well, we have Dave Carroll. He's our
Wedge in
a
there.
newly added member, and he's going to be helping us out with the
Some slate.
computer modeling and general
Yeah.
computer science that we're working on.
I met up with the devil.
That's better.
She's at the bottom of the crucifix. Well, I climbed to the top of it. I could see all of her crazy existence. I fell from grace. I was met there by.
I met Mike at school when I was at UCLA. Let's see. And then he graduated and I dropped out. And then he went to work for Aerojet, and being as he's very much into space and space exploration, he just called me up one day after I'd moved back from LA to see if I wanted to go to a competition, an engineering competition. I thought, sure, why not? He decided he was going to participate, and I've just been going with him every year since.
Oh, I mean, I was able to move them, so.
Dave Ortiz, he's been helping us out with the tooling and getting us materials that we have a hard time getting a hold of. He's been real helpful, saved the team a lot of money, and pushed us forward in times when we really wouldn't have been able to do so otherwise.
I'll put another bracket under there and just put a solid block under that.
I saw him when we were at the Cafe Express at lunchtime a couple of times, and I overheard somebody say that he was an Atlas engineer. And
I can't do any RC flying when I'm working on the tether.
Nice. So, well, we definitely noticed it wanted to curve off to the left.
Because the amount of effort required to make games and material technology for what's needed for space elevators is very demanding. And when you already have full-time jobs, it's all you can do to just keep things moving, and you don't have time for any other hobbies.
Come on now. It's quite the monumental occasion. A lot of my friends have been waiting for me to brew beer for a long time. A long story to it. It all started with the first Gulf War. I hadn't brewed beer in a long time, and that's when I had met my friend at work who showed me how to scratch brew, and I figured that first Gulf War kind of scared the hell out of me. You know, I thought it was gonna, the world was gonna end, because of us going into Iraq. And, I thought that's where the cradle of civilization started, and that's where it would end, or the starting of the end would start. And so I figured as long as I was brewing beer, the world wouldn't end. Then we invaded Iraq, and so it's like, okay, now's a good time to start brewing again.
Remember, the crowd's out there just checking his radio. It's okay, but the track is closed for practice.
Oh, the racing, that was fun. Always, every time we won, between all the crowds, everything cheering for us, and signing autographs, like I was telling you, we had, so many races, and we only had one third place, about 2 or 3 second places. All the rest were first place. And every time we'd go out there, we had everybody just standing cheering, and it was great.
I get close to the engine. I'll give you a little demonstration. Yeah! That's the engine.
There it is.
But I think we had the center of gravity fairly centered on that. Where'd the mouth go?
Had so much, only so much time to devote to things like mowing the lawn and trimming the trees and taking care of my son, that there just wasn't any time for brewing.
Home in San Jose, ain't my dust. I left LA, and I don't know if I'll be heading back that way. No.
I got 2 electric guitars, I think, when I was a sophomore in high school. My dad found them in the dumpster at work when he was throwing something away. He was like, Dave would like that, so he gave it to me.
I had to run. I picked up post once more, chasing down the sun. I woke up in a hospital bed, doctors working on me, and they said,
For the other guys on the team who have, a wife and kids, or I think it's a little more stressful.
Teddy, are you having fun? Teddy's our special little guy.
Sounds like he's having a blast.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you can tell when he jumps and flaps. Ted's autistic.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 11 years old. He was diagnosed with autism when he was about 2. Got him in a good early program.
You would have said, why wasn't I with her? Because I have to Jimmy Jack and look at, honey, look at this thing that we can't even afford. Look at this toaster does flip-flops.
I'm not a shopper.
Oh, God, he hates. He's like,
I hate shopping. Hate shopping. Unless it's at the brew store.
and then threw it on the ground to watch it splash. Yeah, that's the bad part about autism. They do really quirky stuff at weird times. At least he doesn't dump it on the computer. So I got that going for me. Yeah, Kurt hasn't brewed beer in a long time because our son, Theodore, who's our gift from God, that's why his name's Theodore, has autism. And so we've been really busy making him, shaping him, and he just takes a lot of time. And this morning we finally fired up the stove. Sure enough, I think Ted started to throw something in the water, so you can't leave stuff unattended. But with the population of autism being 1 in every 150, it's going to affect a lot more families. And and you still have to do what you want to do as a family and go for what you love to do.
But he's a good kid. That's a noisemaker.
Yeah. Let you know he's there.
Oh, yeah. What kid isn't?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. We got it up to about 60, 68 miles an hour. As soon as we got around turn 4, some guy came around on the inside and just tapped the driver backside bumper. That's all it took was a little tap. We lost traction of the backside of it. We just completely went slide right into the wall at 16 miles an hour and slammed it so hard. I mean, lucky the car didn't hit head on or anything, but it was flush, and I was on the passenger side. And that's some roll bars, everything cracked right. Boom, it just hit that.
Like that? Like that?
It's like, am I really in racing right now?
It's pretty tedious very quickly. But I don't really have the best tool here. Let me try it like this. I got a little flat spot here that can kind of settle in on that flat spot. So I might just use the corner here to make it a little bit better of a fulcrum. Well, fulcrum usually has to do with a balance of moments, where, kind of like on a seesaw. And the fulcrum is the point at where the moments are created. So you got one person on one side of the seesaw, you got another person on the other side of the seesaw, and the point at which they rotate about is the fulcrum.
It's a balancing act.
Yeah! Yeah, come check it out!
No conflict on it because I like that tether so much. It's so interesting because it's so new to me.
Knowing that you were the one that helped create, a new material, I think that's really rewarding too.
Spending your 8-hour or 10-hour days working, trying to get my projects going for work, and then spending my own time another 4 hours or going on weekends and stuff, and that's our own time.
The only time I have to devote to this stuff is at night from like 9 p.m. to 11, and that's practically it because I work 7 days a week,
Cause I'm home in San Jose, and my dust I left out, and I don't know if I'll be heading back that way.
Going to the Lost Cruises. In the United States, year 2005, NASA, along with the Space Force Foundation, began to engineer these ideas to life. This movement is known as the Space Elevator 2010 project.
This is for the game.
Assuming the meter is stable, we don't have to worry about it.
All right, coming through.
So Astros are the only ones in the game.
This is big. Come here. We are trying to make a tether that is very, very close to the limit. It's not as easy as it sounds. We have these, when you make rope making is difficult. And when you gotta use and shift the new, and over time things change. We're breaking out the mighty tether.
The tether is a rope. It's sort of its application. Tetherball is like the epitome of this example here. Is I think everybody's played tetherball, and when they're in elementary school, and you whack that ball, and it just goes spinning outwards, and that's that motion. You can use the same thing with a tether attached to the earth. It's that motion, using centripetal acceleration to actually, and centrifugal force, to actually draw the tether taut and fight the force of gravity that has always been exerted on it. The only thing that kept it from happening before is that it effectively has to carry all of the weight of the tether below it, and that's a long length. It needs to go out to about 60,000 miles. It's just a culmination of a year's worth of work. Just imagine if you're a basketball player, and instead of training to play 20 to 30 games per year, you trained all year long just for one game.
Alright, what are you doing, Bob?
Bob Berlucci, he's a filament winding specialist, and he's been working with composites for about 25 years, and he knows pretty much everything there is to make a composite case, any parts that really require real specialized skills in this area.
You can go get that weight?
Yeah, you need that.
Wait, we took it off.
Oh yeah, 197, it's like that. Greg Fazio, he's an analytical chemist. He's been with me from the very beginning, and he's a great sounding board. We bounce ideas back and forth together, and we really get into the nuts and bolts and get through the creative end of it and come up with solutions.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to get to sleep after we're done.
Michael is a very, how should I say, outgoing person. He's very enthusiastic.
See, I never worked with him, but the love and the drive of the project, man, this guy gets stuff going. He is the carburetor, the gas pedal, the accelerator, the crankshaft. Dude.
Pretty good team captain.
Well, you're the spark plug. I mean, things you have to do. It's an engine.
Probably do this, and it kind of gives them a little, heads up, and it's like, okay, well, we could go this way, So he's really good at taking a lot of people's suggestions and ideas and stuff like that.
It's all about creating something, whether it's music or art or engineering. It's about taking some seed of an idea and creating something real with it.
I think I like to call it beer and coffee wavelength.
Beer and coffee wavelength?
I guess I'll have the last hit of coffee and try a beer now.
Who's your favorite filmmaker?
Different stages of beer making.
That's right. There are 2 steps involved in making beer. And like I say, beginning home brewers usually don't mash too much. They just work with an extract that's already been mashed, and they just add it to boiling water for an hour, and add hops every now and then just add your yeast when it's cool and ferment it. We're making a porter. It's a dark beer, generally made with ale yeast, not necessarily though. Generally, it's a full-bodied beer with perhaps a little dry hopping, not very much. And dry hopping is when you add hops in the fermenter and you don't boil them. But typically, you don't dry hop a porter.
There's the center of gravity. That's looking a lot better than before. Before it was a little far forward, right about here. So hopefully that would get this aircraft stable, so that when we put it up this afternoon, it will stay up for longer than a second. Of course, so you can count on it. Yeah.
We captain Kirk, of course. Yeah, I want to be steering that ship. We're going towards that black hole over there. Full speed ahead.
You want to be Scotty, huh?
No.
Giving up Scotty?
No. I'm not really an engineer at heart. I'm an engineer by necessity. To make space travel happen. Yeah, you gotta have a ship before you can fly it. Hey, we're gonna be calm, cool, collective, professional. We're gonna say all our techniques. We're not gonna let anything untwist. We're gonna just take our time. No rush. I'm not in any hurry. This is the money round. We're all these late flights. We're the big show. Everybody can wait on us.
This is no minor foray here. This is material science. We're pushing the boundaries of technology as it stands.
Hey, we gotta be downstairs.
Yeah, man. I'm on it.
Yeah.
The real challenge is beating the host Tether. It's just like in Vegas. The host has the odds right from the start.
There's a snag. Oh, okay. Wait, and there's another right here. Thank
Are you on there? Yeah, I'm on there. Alright. Okay, now I need a little bit of slack. Alright, look at that. Alright. Slowly. Slower next time, though, please. Because it was really jerking.
Down slow now?
What's up? You want to talk about hold on, more slack, please. More slack. I need a beer.
In the back of your mind, it actually affects you, and it makes you sometimes when you're tired, you've been working 60 hours a week, and you're debating, well, should I go home and go to bed, get some rest, maybe get over this cold I've been fighting for the last 3 weeks, or should I go in the lab and try to make something great happen for a few hours?
Yeah, in the morning I always get my coffee or a mocha or whatever to get me going for work through the day, and by the end of the day it's like, okay, the coffee's wearing off, I want to go home, relax, and you grab the beer, and then it's like, oh, that's like a total meltdown right there.
We were all watching the computer, load all his files, and we were just thinking, no. Should you be on the floor brushing your teeth today? No. I even had one of those restaurant called, didn't I? Yeah, well, I don't remember. No. It was really odd because we were doing it for like 15 minutes. So how many times you used to go to romance your girl? Every girl that hey, you're not? I wrote a song for every girl. These strings were. This is one song. It's all the girl. What song is that playing? No, there's one for every girl.
I mean, you gotta have free time to just do whatever you need to do, whether it's unwinding just from a long week or something like that. You gotta make sure you keep your sanity.
And then we started goofing off. I'm surprised you didn't have a camera when we were boxing around. Oh man, that's scary. How do you do this?
That's it. Alright. Nah, I can't hit left-handed. Alright. What is pretend? So I got a jab here, and then like so. That's always good. Oh, like that. Yeah.
Great. Oh my God, I cannot play enough minutes. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. Some guy, I was standing outside the fence watching the players getting a bus on a road tour, and I was just standing out there with my friend, and then some guy walks up to me and wants me to sign his baseball. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know what the hell. Okay, so I autographed this baseball, and then all of a sudden, all the guys that were on the Giants bus start looking out the window going, who the hell is that? You know, it was like my great one shallow moment of time of greatness, which I made the Giants wonder who it was. Just some guy trying to freak me out, but it was like, yeah, I'll sign your baseball. So somewhere I have an autographed baseball with my name on it. Yeah, it was 1987, so it's been 20 years, but yes, I've had a good life.
Add it in there. It smells really good, by the way, people.
Well, I mean, I've been out of school for about 3 years now, and I'm about ready to. I think I've lived life and figured out what I want out of life and all that enough to where going back to school to finish my degree is definitely the best choice I can make.
This test makes me very nervous because I'm going to be giving away this check potentially. And this is one of the only points where in the next couple minutes I'm going to find out whether or not It's not my money.
Tether, probably one of the better ones you've seen too. It's a really close result, but the house tether did weigh 50% more. This was a better tether, but this sum of money is going to go to somebody who can do 50% better. It's a big jump.
Came in, saw the design, thought we might have a pretty good chance of winning it, and so when we were up there at 1,300 pounds, we thought, you know, just 100 more pounds and we might have it, and just didn't turn out that way. So we'll get ready for the next year's competition.
That we came with last year was, I guess, the world's strongest cable.
A specific strength greater than anything else there is today.
The margin of strength that we have above the next strongest rope is pretty good, but it's not so great as to where you can rest your hat on it yet, you know? We might be there, but we have a long way to go. We shouldn't rest on our laurels, and we should be pedal to the metal to outdo ourselves.
Tether versus Astro Aranier. It's not that hard, really. Hey, last year I was the only one not able to say it. Now everybody sort of picked up on it. Everybody's evolved and are not able to pronounce it.
Maybe everybody I talked to, they seem to have fun. So far, the only people who really had repeated issues with pronouncing the name has only been Ben, maybe the NASA official, Ken Davidian, and our competition. But other than that, all our team members and even folks who just came up to us at our booth at the competitions, just give them a one quick once through with the pronunciation, and most people had it.
What we do currently today far exceeds the strength of Spiderweb. Why would you name your team Space Spiders?
Well, we named our team Team Astro Aranier because I think they were just trying to rib us, just to give us it was just a little sport type humor. The limits were boundless, but we wanted to come up with something original, something aggressive at the same time, since it is a competition, and something that related to what we're trying to do. And out of the mix, I just sort of pieced together some Greek and some some Latin. Just relating the fact that we're working on very advanced materials, which until recently that was the realm of spiders. Spiders pretty much had that under wraps. That was their realm. High strength, the high weight material to the low weight materials. That was spiders had the technology. But now we're taking over that role. We've surpassed the technology that spiders have developed over possibly, most likely, millions of years. And now we're accelerating in our development at a high pace. And we're using that to make not just webs, but tethers in space. And so that's where the relationship came from, where we're basically acting as space spiders. Team Astro Air in the A. Team Astro Air in the A, that should do it. And if anybody asks me if they said it correctly, I'll say that's perfect.
Our company's right, they said anywhere from 4 to 5 o'clock. Mother went to 5 o'clock.
Right now, this minute? Oh, too low?
Yeah, it's too low.
Yeah.
Technology is there for the rivet here, but not the manufacturing. We know the material exists, and we know it's strong enough, but nobody's been able to manufacture more than like a couple of pieces, right? So then you just gotta figure out how to how to penetrate yourself 200 miles of it, figure out how to bring that 200 miles into space, and then it's just like fiddling with the details of like how are you gonna make your.
Why do you think that more people compete in this competition versus other competitions?
Because it moves, it's fun, you know? Because the robot is going to be climbing up and coming back down, and you have all these robot things, shiny things, and buttons that move. This sort of competition involves more, like, broader, it's like, it involves different kinds of engineering as well. You've got mechanical, electrical, architects, computer engineers working on this thing, whereas it's mainly focused on materials engineering.
The reason why we chose this over the competition, none of us are experienced. Well, actually, it just started out. One guy for our team who started the whole thing. Kind of, he just heard about the power competition. He's an engineer in physics, and the Tether company just work materials.
We're not material scientists, so designing a carbon nanotube base or any other kind of material is not within our expertise.
Where you all like, actually. Yeah.
The problem is also, I mean, you're looking at 400 feet, so the wind, you get this thing catching in the wind, you kind of going left and right, you kind of track a laser on it. There's nothing going on here. Normally we'd have climate competitions going on, but the weather's crappy. There's no wind today, but it's like sprinkling. Yesterday, it was clear, but there was wind. So we're kind of just at the mercy of the gods here.
We can put things out into space a lot cheaper. We can send out a satellite that's basically just a huge array of mirrors, and you can collect all the sunlight from out there. Is a lot more powerful because it doesn't have to go through the atmosphere, and you have direct sunlight with nothing in your way. And basically, as big an array of mirrors you want to put up there that collects all that sunlight and just beams straight down to Earth, instead of wasting, land space with all the mirrors trying to collect. You got something up there that's doing it out of our eyesight. It's not a big old eyesore, and it's sending that energy down. It's free energy straight from the sun. You don't have to pay for nothing except for collecting and sending it down. Once energy becomes cheap and freely available like that, no more power outages.
And it says about 150 degrees, a little lower than I would have liked, but that's all right. Okay, and here we go with the beer in there. Hey, Kenny, could you come hold this right here?
Oh, that's sorry.
That's all right, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
There you go, perfect. Come on, Robin. As long as it's flowing, I don't care. I had a problem and I had to switch coolers. That's going okay. It's a little slower than I'd like, but every new system has its drawbacks.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Is something the hydraulics? I think there's a hydraulic leak. I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, that's what it looked like when I saw you guys around. It looked like a hydraulic leak. If this thing's going to work, that's what I'm worried about.
to go in there?
Supposed to?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael? What? Sharp cut here.
Trying to make sure that we can prevent any premature failures like what happened last year, and or any conditions that might cause the test results not to be valid. Yeah, that's probably it.
Because you have one off a little bit here, one off a little there, and you start seeing kind of a tilted line. You want a perfectly parallel line. That'll give you the max accuracy, and yeah, because when you get a little tilted line, it just starts to pull pressure, it starts pulling, and it'll start separating that string, and it'll start snapping everywhere, and then that's when you lose it. I'm surprised they didn't do a lot of test runs and dry runs on that thing. Oh yeah. You don't build something brand new and just bring it in there and then expect to have a competition like this right off the bat.
As soon as that tether, they put that machine right there in the front. All the people came around, the cameras, the media, you guys were there. And it's like, this has got to happen. I'm not going to sit there and have all this go. And without helping them, then I would have felt bad. But as soon as I helped them out, everything was lined up, everything was great. It all worked out. I felt really good about it.
With his autism, it's a challenge that is similar to Tether in that it's a long road to success, and he's coming along great.
Look at him thinking, what's 7 plus 3? All right, what's 7 times 3? 7 times 3 is 21.
There you go.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Just to give it. If you want, you can drive over here and meet me.
You know, we're always looking for something to make it go faster. It's either carburetor or you could go, fuel injection, stuff like that. With the Tether, it's the same thing. You know, you always look for better processes, stronger. There's always something out there that you have to research, and look for to make it better. So.
Trying to find out where the park's at.
Michael pretty much explained to me his process and what he's been doing and stuff like that. So I've been learning slowly but surely. Still learning, and still don't even know half of it yet.
Where do you think it might have landed? Exactly? I'm thinking right inside this gully pouch right in there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I thought that was it right there.
I remember hearing the Army was putting some serious money into flight research. They had built a scale model of an actual airplane that would fly, but they didn't understand the relationship that in scaling up to a large aircraft. And you just can't do that. It's not linear.
This brush is so thick.
Well, the Wright brothers, even though they didn't have tons of money and they didn't have the resources that the Army had, they had the basic tools necessary. They had a bicycle shop. They were familiar with mechanics. And instead, they just took a different approach.
Hey, that's a good idea. Okay. Okay, bye. Can you stop the video, go back, and kind of see where the plane landed? We can get a good eye of it, see where it landed.
The person who may not have a ton of money may actually figure out that, you know what, you guys should be looking over here. And he can wave his hand and then get the Army to join in on his path instead of just marching down in the other direction, which may not be the way we need to go.
The process is how they had a cure for cancer. And it was just one little mistake by that little thing of sugar, I think it was, from an ant, from a plant. That process, and all of a sudden he comes up with this big cure. I says, hey, you never know, maybe we could do something, and there might be a mistake that something goes into the process, and next thing you know, we got something really strong, or something like that might happen. So,
What the hell is that? Oh, that's a rocket. I thought it was it, but that's a rocket. So we found a rocket. That's pretty cool. I think it's the wrong one that he needs. Should I just take it with us and... Hey, Michael, would you replace it with a rocket?
I find it a lot more interesting working on the space elevator because I truly believe that this has the ability to have a much greater impact in the near future than rockets has, because rockets have had their opportunity. They had full doors open to doing whatever they were capable of doing, and they got us to the moon. They could get us to Mars if we wanted to, but they are expensive beyond belief.
Well, that's how it starts. Come in and figure out what the heck am I going to do today. And more than anything, I've been working on the living room.
Yeah, long day, huh? Yeah, it has been a long day, as you can see already. Being that it's nighttime, it's long day. It's been a long couple of days because it's taking me that long to get ready to do this. Like I say, being out of the swing of it for so long, it's kind of unbelievable. All the stuff I forgot, all the stuff you had to go through to get this job done. I'll tell you what, shall we have these right now? Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's a problem. Gonna gently flop this baby in. There we go. Okay, and there's our next half ounce of hops. Not half ounce, but an ounce rather. At the 30-minute mark. And we're gonna stir that in.
Basically just my artistic side. I get some of that with engineering and being able to design things and come up with an idea and make it something real. But it's probably it. Music and art is something that's been on the back burner for a long time.
This all happens for a reason, no. How can you say that this all happens for a reason?
Just not be afraid, just jump in and do it, you know? Take the hacksaw of that fight. Don't be afraid to cut into it and replumb it. But, yeah, I'm working at learning how to fix the outside.
You know, if it weren't for the space elevator competition, I wouldn't have any motivation to go back into engineering and try and finish my degree. It's all because, you know, Mike decided to bring me to that first competition, and I've been going back every year. And
Best friend killed himself today, and it was all that would go his way, and it was hard when his family found him in his room. Monday I was talking to my mother. Tuesday she was in the hospital. My brother told me that she was gonna die. How can you say that this all happens for a reason? No. How can you say that this all happens for a reason? No.
In the box on the floor under the table. There should be a silver set of Allen. It's going to take a while.
It's going to take quite a bit of time because, again, we have to get up to on the order of 350.
Was it 13?
A little bit over 2 meters in length. As I mentioned before, 1.96 grams. Just single wall nanotubes. Probably some double wall nanotubes in the mix as well, but it's the majority of single wall nanotubes.
The best way to explain it is if anybody's familiar here with graphite and pencils, the lead in your pencil. The lead in your pencil is graphite, and it's these layers of carbon sheets that actually can slide right past each other, and that's what makes them so slippery. Well, instead of having these sheets parallel to each other and just sliding, you take one of those sheets, you roll it into an actual cylinder, and you merge the seam, sort of weld it per se. And that tube that you have made of a graphene sheet is a carbon nanotube.
While we're waiting for the space fighters to know how bad things happen. It's nanostructure. You need to understand the physical chemistry that powers the process which grows nanotubes.
Okay, here we go. 100 is on the scale.
What's your coefficient of friction?
That is pumping. Whoa, it went! I was looking at the thing.
And this is not. Yep.
The knot slipped.
That was what they were
That was a double fisherman knot.
Three sponsors, NanoCom, MIT, and the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space. So SEDS is a student group at MIT, and we just get a little bit of travel budget from them. MIT provides us with our facilities and our graduate life, and NanoCom provides the rest. So we just happen to find the right sponsor who's interested in making this happen. It's not as hard as these guys who have to raise a lot more money.
You can throw as much money as you want at anything, but you also have to have the right minds behind it. You have to have the right line of thinking.
Okay, we're at 25.
Okay.
That was it. Okay, Delta X has lost spectacularly.
We couldn't have done what we've done so far without sponsorship. That's the bottom line. And it does require some money. And if we were individually wealthy ourselves, then we could just do what's necessary. And it hasn't been a whole lot. And we do need some minimal amount of support.
We knew we had pretty much the strongest rope in the world. And we wanted to come out here and prove that. But as it stands, the bar has been set to a level where we are not able to compete against the house Tether. There's just really no point.
Since carbon nanotubes had just come on the scene, that we should be able to easily, every year, increase the strength of our materials by 50%. And it's sort of an assumption that they built into the contest. Tell you, but our designs are proprietary right now. I can't talk about it too much because I might get in trouble with my employer. Well,
certainly contribute to other areas of technology that require those high strengths structures anywhere where you use a composite fiber around the idea that this material may be used in bridge manufacturing.
Not unless you need a beer. My wife needs a beer. Sorry.
Oh, they're cool.
Are you being wife? Yeah.
It's kind of like that, huh?
There. Okay. Now, we're going to do this here. Okay. Boy, that's some dark looking beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Okay, does that bend over too much? Yeah, it is. There we go. That's a little far. Okay, we're going to keep that. Let me go get that yeast culture.
This is the one that's the real one that's going to be mounted on it. I'm going to put it somewhere probably too dirty. That's already the Aerojet logo. It's been lasered in there. This is just a sample of what the.
Okay. Now, let's set that there. And let me go get a piece of foil here real quick. What did I do with that? I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Oh dear. Do we know what she did with the foil? She's going to put it back. I bet you she did. Hold on. Right back.
I'm back. Yeah, looks like about a quarter inch. Yeah, if we go a quarter of an inch each, move the hole back, and then we can pull these tight.
Okay, I don't have any foil, but this will do. I just want to be able to splash this around a bit without touching the rim. There we go. Okay.
So, appreciation of Aerojet sponsoring us. And we'll have all the team members' names down there. And that's about it. Hopefully they'll like it.
Just a shade more. Okay. And let's put that back in there for now. Take that baby, we're going to set him right there.
There's a lot of pride in brewing.
Yeah, well, when you wait so long to brew, it's, the pride is there, but it's certainly on the back burner. We'll see how it turns out. Then, when people say how delicious it is, then we'll definitely enjoy some of that pride.
So we're just sort of recuperating. It's sort of like the week after finals, or maybe after a very hard spring break or something, and we're just recuperating and getting ready for the next year.
You got surprises? You kidding? Yeah? Nice. What did you get? Oh, wow. Yeah, both statements.
I'm not in this for the money. Anybody who works in the aerospace industry will tell you that. If we were to put the same amount of sweat and tears and blood into any other venture, we'd most likely make magnitudes of more money than we do in the aerospace industry. We do it for the passion.
Yeah, a couple of ribbons here that we won the state fair. These are third place ribbons. Let's see, I believe the category for one was absolutely porter, and the other was a Bach category. So third place ribbons. Bach is one of my favorite beers. It was certainly fun to compete at the state fair.
It's not like the Manhattan Project here, where we're all assigned to work on this 24/7, and our mission is to make the atomic bomb within just a few months or so. We're doing this on our free time, when other folks may be watching Top Chef or just making a really nice dinner or something. We're over there in the lab just fooling around.
Creating a new, innovative way to get into space, and certainly doing that would be incredibly rewarding. It'd be beyond the money, knowing that you helped absolutely pioneer a key element to attaining this goal of making a space elevator.
Young people like me, and then there was, old guys, old shaggy, long-haired ponytail guys, who do engineering in their basements or something. And there's just all kinds of different people there that were all interested in the same goal, the money. No, they're all motivated by, space exploration and the fact that it could be a reality in our lifetimes, and not space exploration like we have it now, but like real serious, getting way out there kind of stuff.
We do it for the passion. We do it for the excitement of space exploration and what possibilities may lay out before us. And that's what I'm here to do. I want to build a space elevator. I want to ride the space elevator in space. And I wanted to make it possible for me maybe to go visit Europa in another 10 years, see how the weather is there, skip over to Io, see what's happening in the spring, and then maybe come back to Earth and enjoy a nice balmy Southern Californian summer after that. And why limit yourself to the Earth when you have so many other possibilities?
Like we didn't build everything they got. But where's...
Ooh, look at that. Alright, let's turn these lights on here. Got this song, this music here. Got going. Got going on. Put these lights on here. Carlos Santana. I'm actually doing like a special features behind the scenes using this tablet here. Let me show you what kind of books I got going on here. Let me firstly say this. Hi, how's it going? There's Jeremy. So, give me a second here. Ooh, we're just about there. Just about there. I guess that's all I'm going to use the Titanic for. I was just using it as a prop. To prop me up. Prop me up. Alright. I am safe for the video. Here we go. Just about right there. Okay. Yeah, so you can see the brought to you in part by MK11, The Secret of Mana. All the Final Fantasies, including the other ones that they haven't made yet. Haha. And also brought to you in part by Skater Die. And all the flair, or minimal flair, honestly. Mother's Day. Mine was made in Japan. Yep. Isn't she just pretty? She's precious. And of course, my dad. You know, low car. You know, yep. That's all about my dad right there. Not really. Oh, sorry. Woo! Low car. I'm about a 6-hour movie by the way, and not something you'd take lightly. Oh, and of course brought to by Artemis 10, which I've got on sale here from the future for about $2. Yeah, check it out, Artemis 10. Actually, in the future, check out what they do in the future here. Check this out. See, find out what Artemis 10's made out of in the future. See what they got. But yeah, you know this Artemis 10 gear. Check it out. Aside from RX medication, we got oh man, all kinds of cool stuff. We got Apollo 13. Yeah, pretty good. Apollo 13 action there. Houston, we have a problem. Oh man, got the space spiders there. Check them out. Space spiders. Yep. Team Master Aeronea. Right. Pretty cool. See how they know that. See, in the future, they already knew that the space elevator is the way to go. That's why Artemis 10 here, they deployed as a toy capsule. They're like, we're doing a space elevator in the future. See that? USA, United States of America, guys. Well, anyway, on here because just wanted to show you some basic stuff. But, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So nice. Oh, hey. What's this? Well, that's pretty cool. Look at that. That's be worth some money in the future, right? This is I brought this from the future. Okay, come on. Out there and see that? See nothing burned up in space, see? Because they just were the elevator. Even the sticker survived. Look at that. See that? Nothing burned up in space. The sticker survived. That's because they rode the space elevator. You didn't have to worry about burning. See, that's Earth's atmosphere. They just stayed nice, tall, and cool. Like my favorite drink here. You know? Because I behave. You know? See that? Behave. Mmm. That's been in there for like 10 days. I'm just kidding. I just let it sit for a couple minutes. And it kind of crusted around the edge. Of course, speaking of crust, my favorite drink coaster here. Again, from the future. It's on sale for a few bucks in the future, so you can't buy it yet. And there's t-shirts, all kinds of merch and stuff, but you know, just taking care of business here. Okay. Alright, so I don't know which camera you want to watch it on, but I can give you some choices here. Let me kind of get you up to snuff here. A couple different camera angles. Yep. Now, this one, of these camera angles, will be optimal for this music video I'm going to be producing, or I am producing. I haven't decided what shirt I'm going to wear, so let's go with the standard undershirt, you know. Standard green space traveler garb. Got the standard battery controlled thing here. Whoa. That's kind of high. Can you take, nope, not higher. Can you take me to a lawsuit from Creed? Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. So one of these shots is gonna have my chest hair like a lot. And that's okay, because I don't want anything else getting into the shot personally. Anyway, with this audio recorder, you know, action. So synchronizing the audio. Got it in stereo here, so good to go. Test. Test 1, 2. There you go, test 1, 2. Okay. Well, I got to switch to the other viewpoint. Yeah, nice. Crap. Alright. So I had this tablet closed on it because, you know, it was the budget tablet. It's from Tonka. In the future, they do that. Extra features. Check it out. Yeah, you know what? That's what we'll do here. Oh, can't do that. We can do this though. In the future, they make things modular, so the keyboard can totally detach. It's really nice. So they're not all dumb in the future. A little bit of brains. Yeah, let me switch this. It's like flip it. Let me switch the flippers. Let me switch the flippers. You know what? Drop things, because that's how we do things in the future. In the future! Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any scenes camera anyway, so. Here with Artemis 10, you know. It's held together by Cleveland Browns, you know, official starter merch. It's a real starter thing. And just get a little test here. Keep things in synchronization. All right, test 1 2. All right, cool. So got some lyrics here that I wrote for musicality stuff. It's by me in 2025, last year. Wow, January. Boy, it was cold. It was 12:02 a.m. and on the 12th of January. I was like Leo in Titanic. It was cold that day on the ship. January. It was rock cold. Cold as heck. It was spinning on a rock right out of control. Searching for the pond that we lost. There's some other movies I kind of like. They didn't get as much featured. Like, There You Are. There You Are. Some good family, wholesome. You got served. Are you being served? Yes. Look at that. Special edition. You just definitely did. Read that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So good. And another one that's pretty good. Who needs designers? Who needs designers? Doctor Who needs designers. Who needs designers? Who needs design? Doctor Who. Doctor freaking Who needs designers. You. All right, we're almost ready to do this song here. I'll make sure I got all my, stuff. With the sip of ambition. Because you see what time it is, baby. Not even time for Mickey D's. So that's how early we are today. Yeah. All right, are you guys ready to, are you guys ready to slate or die? Slate or die? Yeah, funny. I know. I'm just filled with so much funniness. I also got people skills. I won't show you that because that belongs to Michael Bolton. I actually haven't written the music for this. I haven't even picked the first note of, I don't even know how the song's going to go, but I'm going to kind of play it best I can. Like, let me get this thing tuned up. Alright. So, I don't know if the internet's going to have this later on. You see my passcode. No, stop it. There's our parade. Whatever. Cool. Hey, it's 5:30. I got the 30 people I sent this video to. 0 people checked it out. 5:22. 5:25. I'm always awake before people. I'm always going to bed before. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, what was I gonna do? Yeah, I get some. Check this out. Yep, there you go. And then there you go. Right. And where we're going, there are no roads. Yeah, that's right. Where are we at here? Here we go. So of course, right next to the Tears of Technology mix is of course the calculator, and this little baby. Check it out. It almost kind of starts up again, and you just gotta press it again, and it shows up. Nice. Isn't that nice? See the website? See the website? Hopefully it's still up. I don't know if it is, but so let's go and pick a C, D, E. So E. That's too low. Ooh. Yep. You didn't know, but you come to an open mic where you watch a guy tune his guitar to play a song he's never even played before. In there. Here it is. A long time since I played tune that. There you go. How about a D? Okay. How about a G? Well, that's F. Nice. Nice, man. I think we're ready to start goofing off some more. Let me look at the lyrics here. I kind of sang them a little bit. So, as I listen, as I listen, as I listen more, as I listen more to this endless tale of woe, we're all camped down on this rock, spinning right out of control, searching for the part that we lost. When I wake up to this darkness, I feel like I could die. And sometimes on day two, I know that that's a lie. How many times can a man give up in a day? As I listen more and more to this this endless tale of woe, all camped out on this rock, spinning right out of control. Searching for the part that we've lost. Is it light from the inside, from the outside that I need to nourish these frail old roots and give birth to the seed of conscience? Have I got this? As I listen more and more to this endless tale of woe, all kept down on this rock, spinning right out of control, searching for the part that we've lost. Oh, it searches for you, for you, for you. Hang out more and more, but my ears are growing old. I don't know what today will bring, or what tomorrow will hold. And the fire eyes of yesterday keeps on coming back, and I find ways to be okay with that. As I listen more and more to this endless tale, all down on this rock, spinning right out of control, searching for the part that we've lost. That was Not Forgotten by Jeremy DeNovo. Written Sunday. Um, I think in the key of A major, maybe. I'm not sure. Or it's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not gonna make any jokes about Canada, but I'd like to blame Canada. It's a John Candy special right there. Or he liked the bacon. Anyway, moving on. Shaken bacon. We bacon a shaken bacon. You know, that's a good car. Great racing team. Ricky BB. Right. And again, that was on 01122025, 12:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:02 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the previous date of the 11th. Way back yonder when. We've been doing this about a year, about 15 minutes. This straight, this audio recording. Been doing a movie about hour, a buck 30, buck 30.4. Excuse me. Oh man, what a day! I tell you, Tom. I tell you. Like, you know what? Don't worry about it. But do the bites. Well, thanks for checking this out. It was this whole recording was done on the De Novo tablet. Check it out, the De Novo tablet. You like that? There you go. Well, yep. Hey kids, this is Fred Rogers coming back to you. Got a little song. Yeah, sing to you while I'm tying my shoes. I don't know what that's all about. Ads, I guess. Is that some Bach? Some Wagner? Is that right? It's almost 6. Oh, it's breakfast time. Cool. Well, just remember, you just gotta stick to your guns, you know, tech mantra, and always bring gifts. This is Jared DeNovo. That's what it says in the corner there, opposite the flannel, because we've gone to plaid. Oh yeah, I can do that for this shot. They've gone to plaid. Might make some t-shirts out of the stuff I got from the future here. I got some DeLorean wear though. Peace out. Thanks for joining us for this special presentation. Presentation. You gotta roll the R's and the L's, man. That's how you get the burritos. Burritos. Suave. You gotta roll the U's as well, man. I gotta go. See you guys. Catch you down the trail. Queen Killer. Oh, Billy. Billy, don't you lose that Zordon. Or not anywhere where I can make a Mega Zordon, not a name drop derivative. See ya, guys. Peace out.